Mr. Mehrotra asks if it is a good time to buy mutual funds which have an exposure to public sector banks, particularly SBI and Bank of Baroda.
I don't know about these two things. Of course, I feel that SBI is the largest bank. It's a very well managed bank. It is not as bad as one generally thinks it is. But these are my private views. I think when you are investing in a mutual fund, uh, you are hiring a fund manager. Look at it like this. You have delegated this responsibility to somebody and you are paying money for it, and you are paying quite reasonably for this service. Trust him. And the other thing is that generally speaking, uh, I think that one should not be looking at public sector companies. So many a times they are attractive businesses. There are a couple of things which I strongly dislike about public sector companies. One is that the ownership itself, government being the owner of a business is a bad idea. Uh, that's one. The other is that whenever these public sector companies are exposed to competition, public competition, they just can't withstand that pressure. We have seen it time and again. We had the largest telecom company, which was MTNL and BSNL, built over hundreds of years, nearly 50, 70 years, and it could not withstand. We see the aviation industry being opened up, and what Air India, how Air India gets attention, and struggling and bailout. So I think look at all the large public sector companies, how they are able to. There are public sector companies which will thrive. They are still in a kind of monopolistic situation, and it is hard to replicate those. I think of something like, or some public sector companies, by their very character, they have been able to build some kind of competitive advantage by virtue of their existence. For example, Power Grid, or State Bank of India, by its sheer scale, also a good culture, but they are in minority. Some of them will do well, but generally speaking, public sector companies come with a lot of catch.